Hey YouTube, welcome back to a new video. If this is your first time here on the channel, thanks for stopping by. Definitely check out some of my other videos, and if you like what you see, go ahead and subscribe. Greatly appreciate it. All right guys, so I am still on my journey to share, for the most part, my video game collection, and if you cannot already tell by these cute little blue boxes, today I am sharing my PlayStation Vita collection. Such a great little handheld that sorely was, under appreciated, definitely the underdog. Well, I can't even really say that. I just feel like people didn't really enjoy the Vita. Unfortunately, I loved it. I really did love the Vita. A lot of people wanted to put it up against the Nintendo 3DS, which I understand. I mean, when you consider the fact that they're both handhelds, I get it, but they definitely play different parts in the market. So yeah, let's get on with this collection. I have some games here and some special editions, so let's get started. First up is PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale. Fun little, Smash clone. Definitely didn't necessarily stand out like Smash did, but it was fun for the most part, especially if you like PlayStation characters. You guys remember Five Princess? It's a fun little game. Wipeout 2048. Really don't need to say much about this. You guys are well aware, especially if you like racing games. Wipeout's a really good series. This is a good version for the Vita. Fun little futuristic racer. That's hella hard. DJ Max Technica Tune. This is a rhythm game with some really good music. Little Big Planet PS Vita. I enjoyed this. I like Little Big Planet, and I enjoyed this version. This is one of the things that I liked about the Vita, is that you had your PS3 big name Sony games, and then you had, smaller counterparts on the PlayStation Vita to play on the go, and I enjoyed that. But yeah, Little Big Planet was cool. Earth Defense 2, Defense Force 2, Invaders from Planet Space. I'm sure you guys know about the Earth Defense Force series. They're fun, like shooters. You're like killing giant ants and all types of things. They're fun. Chaos Child. I don't necessarily remember playing a bunch of this, but it is a visual novel. You guys know I have some gaming guilty pleasures, and this is one of them. Lego games. We got here Lego Batman 3 Beyond Gotham. Really good Lego game. Steins Gate. Fantastic series. Visual novel, for those of you that aren't aware. Just really good storytelling, really good narrative. Definitely check it out if you're into visual novels. Killzone Mercenary. Here again, we have a big name from the PS3. Here on the Vita. I remember really enjoying this game. I played a little bit of the multiplayer. Again, I'm not big on multiplayer when it comes to like shooters, but I remember it being serviceable. I enjoyed the campaign. I thought it was a little too short, but that was just me at the time. But yeah, solid shooter on the Vita. Unit 13, another shooter. This one felt really good. I remember really enjoying Unit 13. The shooting was really good. Definitely smaller in scope when compared to Killzone Mercenary. But yeah, it was fun. I remember playing a couple of missions co-op. Because I think it focused more on like online, like you could play missions with someone else. So I remember doing that. Oh, this is definitely bringing back memories. I have two games here from the Zero Escape series. The first one being, I think I had that on the DS, or maybe it was the 3DS. I don't remember, but 999. This is Virtue's Last Reward, which is the second game, and then the third game in the series is Zero Time Dilemma. Great games, honestly. I enjoyed the hell out of these games. They're fun, like adventure, puzzle games. I mean, they're a blast. Twisted, just crazy. If you haven't played the series, definitely check them out. Touch My Katamari, which I didn't particularly enjoy. It's not terrible, but I just didn't like the touchscreen mechanic on the Vita, and this one takes advantage of it. Child of Light, I feel like, is a game that has been ported to several consoles, but I first played it on the Vita, and I enjoyed it. Sly Cooper, Thieves in Time. Where is Sly Cooper now? I would love to know. I mean, I feel like we're in need of a new Sly Cooper game for the PlayStation 5. I'm just saying. But yeah, this was a really good platformer. Really good. I enjoyed my time with this. My apologies, guys, if you can hear my neighbors mowing their lawn. I mean, what do they think this is, right? How dare they? But no, this is Demo, The Last Recital. It's a rhythm game, has beautiful visuals. Visuals are fantastic, and the music's good as well. This was the first limited run game that I picked up. I don't even know when I got this. This is probably one of the last Vita games that I purchased. This is the God of War collection. Yeah, I went back and replayed both God of War games on my PlayStation Vita, and I thought it was awesome. Gotta say, it was fantastic. Are you guys ready for the new God of War game coming out in November? Oh, I'm hyped. These next two games I know people really enjoyed, but I could never really get into them. We have here Soul Sacrifice and Freedom Wars. I know a lot of people have said that Freedom Wars is their favorite PlayStation Vita game, but I just couldn't get into these games for some reason. Ooh, this is probably one of my favorite PlayStation Vita games. It's Odin Sphere Leaf Razor. I don't know if I'm saying that right. You know what? Who cares? This is a dope Odin Sphere game, hack and slash platforming, but the visuals are fantastic. They're like hand drawn characters. It's just a beautiful looking handheld game. Honestly, fantastic. If you have never played Odin Sphere, please do yourself a favor and play it. It's really good. Persona 4 Golden is another one of my favorite PlayStation Vita games. Honestly, I put over 100 hours into this game, my first Persona game, and I loved every minute of it. I just prefer playing these games in handheld, honestly. And I can't wait for Persona 5 Royal to come to the Switch so I can finally get around to playing and beating it. I love me some Telltale games, so I got a couple Telltale games here to share. The Walking Dead, the complete first season. Then we have the complete second season of The Walking Dead. And then, of course, The Wolf Among Us, which is still sealed because I played this on the 360 and I saw it on sale super cheap for the Vita, so I picked it up. Loved it that much. Aren't we supposed to get A Wolf Among Us too? This is a really good game. I would love to have a sequel. I do have a couple of Hatsune Miku games here, guys. We have Project Diva X and Project Diva F Second. This isn't my preferred way to play Hatsune Miku games, just because I feel like it was a little bit more challenging on the Vita with the smaller buttons. But this is how I played them. I got through it, I managed, and I enjoyed it. Uncharted Golden Abyss is so underrated. What a great Uncharted game. It's Uncharted, but on the Vita. And it's good. Besides the touchscreen stuff, it's good. Luminous Electronic Symphony is such a fantastic puzzle game. Honestly, great puzzle game with great music. And I just remember playing it on the Vita and the colors, it almost felt like it was popping off of the screen. It was so crazy. But yeah, if you're into puzzlers, I'm sure you already know about Luminous. Another rhythm game here, it's Super Beat Sonic. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot that I had the Sly Cooper collection. This is just a sign, Sucker Punch, that y'all need to bring Sly Cooper within the next 2 years to the PlayStation 5, honestly. But yeah, this is the collection. It comes with the first 3 Sly Cooper games. Assassin's Creed Chronicles. Didn't really dig this one all that much. Couldn't really get into it, but there's 3 different assassins that you play as, set in different time periods and places. Yeah, couldn't really get into it though. This is probably my favorite Media Molecule game, Tearaway. It's fantastic. Don't really need to say much about that. Tales of Hearts R. This is a good Tales game. I was so happy. This is, during this era is when I really started to get into the Tales series. And this was a nice little introduction. This wasn't the first Tales game that I had played, but that I completely went through and enjoyed. So yeah, Tales of Hearts R. Silent Hill Book of Memories. This was so weird to me. It's a Diablo-esque game set in the Silent Hill universe. It was kind of creepy, but it was just strange. really strange for Konami to go and do something like this. But I remember from when I played of it, it was okay. I really enjoyed this game, guys. This is Batman Arkham Origins Blackgate. This was like a Metroidvania. Batman Metroidvania. Doesn't get any better than that. Yeah, good stuff. Rayman Origins. I mean, we really don't need to say much about this game. It's another game that Ubisoft has ported over to several different consoles, but it's a fantastic platformer. This is The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel. This is the first game in the Trail series, and it's a really good JRPG, especially if you like Persona. You know, that whole, it revolves around this military academy, and you're getting a whole bunch of character development. The combat in the gameplay, it's really good. I loved these two games that I have on the Vita to pieces. Yeah, and I'm not caught up with the series, but I definitely plan on doing that in the near future. But yeah, really good RPG. We gotta love Falcom, guys. They definitely did some work during the time that the PlayStation Vita was out. We have here Ys 8, Lacrimosa of Dana. Not my favorite Ys, but I enjoyed playing it on the Vita for sure. The Danganronpa series is definitely one of my favorite series for the PlayStation Vita. Great games, honestly. This is the first one, Trigger Happy Havoc. Oh my goodness. This is just reminding me that I need to pick up the collection on the Switch. But yeah, it just blew my mind when I played it for the first time. It's an escape game of sorts, with some crazy characters, crazy narrative, a bunch of twists and turns, has Phoenix Wright like courtroom scenes kind of in there. Just a great mashup of games. Love this series. The last regular edition game that I have for the PlayStation Vita is also in the Danganronpa series. It's Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony. Things just got real crazy in this one, real crazy. Let's move on to the collector editions. Please forgive me for any shakiness of the camera, but this is Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair Collector's Edition. And the last game that I have in the Danganronpa series is Ultra Despair Girls, another episode. Yeah, this was like kind of like a spin-off, totally off kilter from the other games, but still pretty good. I love me a good Shantae game. This is Shantae half Genie Hero. Yomawari Night Alone. This is like an adventure, like a horror adventure game, kind of similar to something like Corpse Party. Persona 4 Dancing All Night. This was a really fun rhythm game set around the story of Persona 4. I just remember it having a crazy narrative. There was a lot going on with the story in this one. Corpse Party Blood Drive. Tokyo Xanadu. Ys Memory of Celceta, one of my favorite Ys games. Trails of Cold Steel 2. This is the collector edition for Muramasa Rebirth, another one of my favorite PlayStation Vita games. Really good stuff. On the combat, it's like a hack and slash. Combat though is flawless, really good. Last but not least is the collector's edition for Undertale. Yeah, I had to do it. It was a great game. I played it, bought the digital version, and then I saw Fangamer had this, so I went ahead and purchased it. Well worth it. Love the game. So that's my PlayStation Vita collection. Let me know if you guys have played some of the games that I shared with you today. Let me know what some of your favorite PlayStation Vita games are. I want to thank all of you for watching this video, and I'll check you next time. Peace.